C is an inequality. For inequalities, we want to do exactly the same as what we did with equations. We're going to undo and balance, but we have to also make sure that we keep track of any divide by negative, because if we divide by negative, we got to flip the inequality sign. And then once we solve the inequality, we're going to show the answer on a number line. So we could try to get rid of that divide by 3 by multiplying both sides of the equation by 3. That would keep it balanced, and that would undo that divide by 3 in the 1/3 that really we kind of don't really want that. Okay, now we have to be really careful when we do that because there is a times in here, and we cannot times the 1/3 and the brackets because we can't distribute across that times. So to make things easier for ourselves, what we can do is we can just make sure that we distribute the brackets first before we get rid of the divide. So I end up with all the times on top. So 2x is times, so it's going to be 2x on top. And all the divides on bottom, so that 3 is a divide by 3, so we're just going to keep it there. 1 times 1/3 is going to be 1 divided by 3. Don't multiply the plus 4. And then make sure we keep track of all the other terms. Now we can get rid of the divide by 3 at any point. We can get rid of that fraction at any point. So I'm going to do it now because I just want to get rid of that fraction while I can. So that fraction is divide by 3, and we're going to undo with a times by 3. So I'm going to make sure I times 3 onto everything. That divide 3 and times 3 cancel out, so we're just going to be left with 2x. That's what we want. That's why we multiply by 3, is to get rid of that divide by 3. So the other term then, we're going to distribute. So it's going to be 1 times 3 divided by 3, or just 1, plus 4. And then on the, sorry, we have to make sure that we distribute everything. So that's going to be 3 times 4. So that's going to be times. So we have to make sure we multiply the 12. We have to multiply the x. And we have to multiply the 4. Okay, so there's all our terms. Now we have to make sure we distribute that 3 to every single term. Once we've done that, we now have an equation without fractions. We're going to group our like terms together. So 2x minus 1 plus 12 is plus 11. And on the right-hand side, we have 3x minus 12. I want to move all my x's to one side, all my 1's to the other side. And I'm going to keep it balanced. So I don't want a negative, so I'm just going to get rid of the 2x on this side and subtract the 2x on this side. Okay, that leaves me with 0 pairs here. And I'm also going to move my 1's to the left-hand side. So that minus 12, I'm going to undo with a plus 12 and another plus 12 here. These cancel out. So on the right-hand side, I have 23 is greater than 3x minus 2x is equal to x. So x is less than 23, or 23 is bigger than x. Then I show that solution on a number line. I just need to mark out 23 somewhere on the number line, and the x's are going to be smaller, so it's going to be on this side of the number line. And since it's not equal to, we leave that as an open circle.